Hello, this is Dr. Grande. Today's question asks if I can analyze the Nikocado Avocado YouTube channel. This is a mukbang channel operated by a content creator named Nicholas Perry. Another question here is, are mukbang videos destructive? Just a reminder, I'm not diagnosing anybody in this video, only speculating about what could be happening in a situation like this. If you enjoy this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and consider supporting me on Patreon. I'll put the link to Patreon in the description for this video. So I'll start by offering a quick summary of what a mukbang is. That, of course, will be relevant to the discussion. And then I'll move to analyzing Perry's channel. Now, the word mukbang comes from two Korean words, meaning eating and broadcast. It is typically a video or live stream featuring people eating food and talking directly to a viewing audience. The practice originated in Korea sometime around 2009, then became popular in 2010, and it spread to many areas of the world. It's a bit of a mystery as to why mukbangs are popular. One theory is that because eating is pleasurable for most people, one can vicariously satisfy the desire to eat by watching a mukbang. To me, this makes about as much sense as if your vehicle was out of fuel and you watch a video of somebody refueling their car. Even still, who knows? Maybe that's the reason for some people. Other theories say that it's essentially an escape from reality or some type of entertainment. Because this is a relatively new phenomenon, governments have not really had much of a chance to respond. There are some concerns that these videos promote unhealthy eating habits. We don't really have enough information at this point to know. So now moving specifically to this one particular mukbang channel operated by Nicholas Perry. Perry was born in Ukraine in 1992, but he grew up in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania after being adopted. He said that when he was young, he received mental health interventions and always wanted to be the center of attention. He stated that he was diagnosed with attention deficit disorder and obsessive compulsive disorder. Before becoming an influencer, Perry worked playing the violin. In 2014, he started posting videos on YouTube. Initially, the videos were about being a vegan. He would give up on that sometime around 2016, and we see he starts making these mukbang videos not long after. As I understand it, he has about 5 or 6 YouTube channels, plus he's active on other social media platforms. His main channel has 2.2 million subscribers, and it's viewed almost 3 million times a month. Adding up the views from all of his channels, he has about 20 million views a month and almost 1 billion lifetime views. I'm just going to focus on the main channel, as attempting to watch those videos was painful enough. Going to multiple channels and watching would probably not be survivable, by me anyway. Most of the titles for the videos follow a formula, some food product followed by the word mukbang. Many of the foods seem to be in the noodle family, and the word fire is popular, as in fire noodle. Now, he has other videos as well, but largely his videos can be divided into 2 categories, what I'll call traditional mukbang videos and dramatic videos involving disputes with other YouTube content creators. Even though Perry might be known because of those conflicts, most of his views are from his traditional mukbang videos, not the ones involving drama. His mukbang videos involve eating a lot of food and talking to the audience, often in a repetitive, over-dramatized manner. There is a fair deal of crying involved. Sometimes he has guests on the show who also consume substantial quantities of food. He goes on tangents about his life, recent events, and offers general commentary on subject matters that, to me at least, are mind-numbingly boring. But I guess it's all a matter of perspective. He has a few themes that tend to come up, like being emotionally erratic and his ongoing joke about how he is heavier because of water weight, not because of the massive number of calories he consumes. He frequently says that this is the last video he's ever making, he's quitting YouTube, or he's ending a relationship with a romantic interest. He had a husband at one point who's been in several videos. It's not clear what's going on there. It would appear the status of that relationship is a topic that Perry minds for more drama value. As far as the drama videos, there have been quite a few, especially in early 2020. The main 2 controversies involved Trisha Paytas and Stephanie Sue. These are both content creators that have published mukbang videos. In 2018, something happened where he was supposed to meet Trisha Paytas, I guess to make a video, and she stood him up. This caused some drama. One thing that I found interesting about the resulting back and forth videos from these two content creators was that Paytas said that she didn't care for Perry's personality. This is like the ghostwriter complaining that the thermostat is set too high. In December 2019, Stephanie Sue accused him of trying to get her involved in some drama that he had with another content creator. We see this back and forth, with each party defending themselves and making accusations, each claiming to have proof that they are in fact correct. Sometimes the word receipts is used to represent this so-called proof. Many people were outraged at Perry for these incidents, and also in general for the design of his channel, but Perry continued to do what he always did, and he has had massive success being a YouTube villain. In 2020, Perry started an OnlyFans account. Typically, when an influencer has an OnlyFans account, people pay to view the content, which is the case with Perry's account, $14.99 a month. I don't know what's on there, but many other people who have these accounts post edgier content and adult content. Therefore, the site really doesn't contain value as much as a threat. So perhaps people pay money not to see it. I'm not sure how that works. As far as Perry's personality, just like I talked about in a video about Trisha Paytas, there's no way to know for sure with these influencers what part is real and what is acting, what part reflects the actual person, and what part the persona. Any potential personality profile is based on what we see on YouTube, therefore it's really about the persona, not necessarily the person. So with Perry's persona, we see that he could be high in openness to experience, he's creative and adventurous, low in conscientiousness, he's not cautious, he's impulsive and disorganized. We see mid-range extroversion, perhaps slightly below average agreeableness, and a high level of neuroticism. The actual person, of course, could be quite different. For example, Perry appears to have a good work ethic, suggesting high conscientiousness, based on the fact that he has over 1,000 videos uploaded across his various channels. The drama represented in the video seems unsustainable. It leads me to believe that Perry's really a performance artist, a lot like Trisha Paytas. He has chosen to play a YouTube villain as his path to success. To be fair, other than the ability to play the violin, Perry has no other discernible skills, yet he has earned several $1,000,000 from being dramatic and eating. I think it's easy for people to look at Perry and say, this guy doesn't have too much insight, and he's not intelligent. But interestingly, looking at a number of his videos, especially those where he's reflecting on something from his past, he actually does seem to have insight, and he appears intelligent. As far as being a YouTube villain, I think Perry could pivot to some other work later in his career and simply attribute all of his behavior on YouTube to acting. Has he sacrificed his dignity for money? No more than any other actor that plays a villain. Even though his videos make me physically sick, which is why it took me so long to make this video, I could only watch like 10 minutes a day at the most, some part of me still has to admire his success. Some people look at Perry and say that he represents everything that is wrong with social media. I can see their point of view, but I would also say that he gives hope to people without talent. If he can make it on social media, anybody can. As far as the mukbang part, some of the criticism about Perry is really about this format. Is this good content to have online? So here I'm really talking about all the mukbang channels, not specifically Nicholas Perry. I've noticed that with a number of the mukbang videos, the content creators don't necessarily eat that much food. And I think some creative editing may make some of the food disappear as opposed to them eating it. A lot of the channels feature a content creator talking about different stories from their life. I've seen discussions as well about true crime, cinema, world events, celebrities. It's really just casual talking along with some eating. With many channels, the eating is not even really the focus. And I've noticed that a number of those content creators do not appear to be gaining weight, although of course Perry does appear to have gained weight. Looking at the trend overall, it's really more puzzling than anything. I don't necessarily think it's going to destroy the world or anything like that. I feel as though it's actually just an excuse to have these meandering monologues. The content creator does not have to be precise. The content doesn't have to be well thought out or well organized. It's casual. They're just telling stories while they're eating. I've seen other channels that pretty much deliver the same slow-paced, disorganized, poorly researched storytelling, except they're doing their makeup, drawing, painting, or engaging in some other creative endeavor. Even though these mukbang videos don't have an appeal to me at all, they are protected free speech, and they certainly represent a creative way of telling stories. I think these videos become problematic when the content creator tries to make it more about eating as much as possible, as many calories as possible. That's not healthy, and it leads to predictable negative results. In this area, I'm concerned that people will watch the videos and think that if the content creator is doing that, they could do it too. Or they might say that the content creator is eating all those calories and they seem fine, when again, there might be some editing that makes it seem like they're eating more than they actually are. Furthermore, the food selections in the videos are not always the healthiest. I haven't ever really seen a video involving somebody eating celery or broccoli, although who knows, maybe somebody has done that. It could be out there somewhere. The bottom line with mukbangs is that people have to use common sense, and the videos need a warning on them that says, don't try this at home. As far as Nicholas Perry, in a sense, perhaps he discourages unhealthy eating behaviors. The message is, don't do this or you'll become like me. He's like an anti-role model. Those are my thoughts on Nicholas Perry's YouTube channel. Please put any opinions and thoughts in the comment section. They always generate an interesting dialogue. As always, I hope you found my analysis of this topic to be interesting. Thanks for watching.